A portion of this video is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. For more information about Sheath, visit the link in the description below or wait till the end of this video to hear more about them from me.
We're going to continue to find out if there's anybody responsible, anybody that hasn't been held accountable, and if they're out there, we'll find them.
Here we are. Donald Trump finally saying we should release the Epstein Files. He said it on Truth Social. House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein Files. I've been saying this all along, or at least he says, as I said on Friday night aboard Air Force One. I believe this is why they're now doing it, and they've waited up until this time to do it. This is why. Pam Bondi has been running interference for Donald Trump as part of some pedophile protection network, some secret special agent to protect Donald Trump. Kash Patel's been running interference. Really, the entire Justice Department working as personal attorneys for Donald Trump have been doing this. And it's given them enough time. They've stretched this thing out. The House went out of session. They shut down the government, all, I believe, in an effort to defend Donald Trump from the credible accusations that he faces right now. It's given them enough time to come up with some legal strategy to get them out of this. Because now if they say, oh, release them, I'm fully for releasing them, while having months and months and months of a backlog of saying don't release them, doing everything they can to not release them. Now they have a legal strategy, which is open up a new investigation and say, oh, well, we can't release them because there's an active investigation. And that's exactly what you're going to see play out over the course of the next few weeks. Here's Todd Blanche doing some news shows yesterday, talking about this investigation, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. If there's other people that are involved in this, we're going to wrap them up in a case, and we're going to hold them accountable, says Donald Trump's former personal criminal attorney, now high-ranking official in Donald Trump's Justice Department.
Anyway, and so we're going to continue to find out if there's anybody responsible, anybody that hasn't been held accountable, and if they're out there, we'll find them.
Yeah, I think most Americans would say the fact it has been going on for more than a decade, and it seems like nobody's left to prosecute or bring charges against. You can't seem to find evidence is what's concerning to people, and more transparency the better, so thank you.
And this follows Donald Trump, who posted on Truth Social on Friday, as though that's an arm, that's a direction, that's an official capacity of communicating with his government is through Truth Social. He said that they need to start an investigation, directing Pam Bondi and the DOJ. This is from Reuters. U.S. Justice Department heeds Trump's demand to probe Epstein ties with Democrats. The U.S. Justice Department said on Friday it will fulfill President Donald Trump's request to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's ties to former Democratic President Bill Clinton, as Trump sought to shift the focus from his relationship with the convicted sex offender. The move comes 2 days after a congressional committee released thousands of documents that raise new questions about Trump's relationship with the late financier, and marks the latest in a series of demands by Trump for federal law enforcement to pursue his perceived political enemies. And if you were worried at home, well, I wonder who's going to head up this investigation. I hope it's someone credible. I hope it's a bulldog to really seek justice. You're in luck. It's exactly that. No, it's Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi's going to head. The Attorney General of these United States of America is going to oversee this investigation. It's so interesting to me that Donald Trump, you got clips of him all over the place. You shouldn't be looking into me. I'm not the one you should be, even though my name's in the Epstein Files 1,600, 2,000 times. Don't worry about me, the guy who was the best friend of Jeffrey Epstein for a decade and a half. Don't look at me. Look at Bill Clinton. Look at these other people that had relationships with Jeffrey Epstein. I agree. We should look into Bill Clinton. We should look into Bill Gates. We should look into Larry Summers. We should look into everybody who had ongoing communications with a convicted rapist of children, including Donald Trump. Now, this is what Donald Trump posted on Truth Social yesterday evening. As I said on Friday night aboard Air Force One to the fake news media, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein Files because we have nothing to hide. Interesting, because that question was asked of him last week aboard Air Force One on his way to Florida. A reporter had dared to ask, hey, if there's nothing in there, why not release him? Remember this moment when he told her to quiet, quiet. He yelled at her.
You're going to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including JPMorgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go
nothing
ahead, go ahead.
incriminating in the file,
Venezuela,
sir, why are you acting
Quiet, begin.
Venezuela, sir, you've had a lot of meetings.
Right. It's a stark change in attitude, a stark change in tone, is it not? So he continues here. We have nothing to hide, he says, and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party. And then he goes on with his lies about his accomplishments. Interesting that it's a hoax perpetrated by radical left Democrats when they had the right-wing influencers out on the portico of the White House holding their giant binders that said Epstein Files Phase 1. Seems like that's a White House created hoax, no? It is, look, it's remarkable. Hypocrisy obviously is something that it's the native tongue of Republicans, for sure. But it is always, to me, still shocking, nonetheless, that they project with this much vigor. The thing that they're guilty of, dead to rights guilty of, they're accusing Democrats of. And largely, it works with MAGA world. Now, there is a percentage of MAGA world out there that is absolutely waking up to this and starting to see, because the thing they were whipped into a frenzy about, a fury about, creating conspiracy theories about, they're being told that's a hoax now. Don't pay attention to that. Now that Donald Trump is in emails where Jeffrey Epstein's saying, yeah, he knew about the girls. Now that Donald Trump's name is in the Jeffrey Epstein files talking about Donald Trump filleting Bill Clinton, all of a sudden, it's a different tune. Anyway, I would love to know what your thoughts on this are. You can comment below this video wherever you're watching it, whether that be Facebook or YouTube. You can call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.
It is absolutely difficult to keep a cool head in this political climate, especially with the added aggravation of these overheated outdoor temperatures. How can you be expected to conduct any clear-headed discourse with your drawers in a sweaty soup? My go-to for keeping things cool, sheath underwear. I'm wearing a pair right now, and let me tell you, it's like nighttime in the desert down there, all day long. Head to sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore to score 20% off and upgrade yourself to the most comfortable underwear that you'll ever wear. How do they differ from your average boxers? Well, let me tell you. Invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq, Sheath's boxer fabric is designed with a moisture-wicking technology. Their underwear features a unique dual pouch system that keeps all your man parts comfortably separated instead of sticking together. We all know the feeling of the old eggs getting stuck to the pan, if you know what I mean. My favorites are the airflow meshes, which seem especially equipped to handle my thighs, bigger thighs. But Sheath has also tons of other fabric options and designs that you can get into. And I'm clearly not the only one singing the praises out there. Sheath are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 five-star reviews. Also, Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So while you're upgrading your undies, you can be making the world a more upstanding place too. It's tough to focus on draining the swamp when you are swampy mess yourself. Sheath's boxers will help you keep the temperature down by bringing up the level of comfortability. Score 20% off right now at sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore.